Health and welfare alert. Burn prevention. Why is it important? As caregivers and advocates, we play a crucial role in preventing burn injuries for those we serve. Understanding potential risks is essential for creating a safe environment. What causes burns? Many things can cause a burn. Thermal sources, including fire, hot liquids, steam, and contact with hot surfaces, are the most common causes of burns. Understanding the risk. People with mobility challenges or slower reflexes are particularly vulnerable to burns. Here are some key factors to consider. Spills and scalds. Carrying hot liquids can lead to spills, especially for those in wheelchairs or using mobility aids like canes and walkers. Burns to the lap are common in these situations. Sensory impairments. People with reduced sensation, particularly in their hands and feet, may not recognize when something is too hot. This lack of awareness increases their risk of serious burns. Cognitive challenges. Changes in intellect or awareness can hinder a person's ability to identify dangers, such as a tub filled with scalding water. This may lead to dangerous situations if they cannot respond effectively. Types of burns. There are several kinds of burns. Thermal burns, which include scalds, contact, flame, or grease. Chemical burns. Electrical burns. Other causes include exposure to chemicals, such as cement, acids, or drain cleaners. Burns can also be the result of radiation, electricity, or the sun, ultraviolet or UV light. Signs of burns. Burn symptoms vary depending on the severity or degree of the burn. Symptoms are often worse during the first few hours or days after the burn. Burn symptoms include blisters, pain, swelling, white or charred, black skin, peeling skin. Burn degrees. First-degree burns are mild, like most sunburns. The top layer of skin, epidermis, turns red and is painful but doesn't typically blister. Second-degree burns affect skin's top and lower layers, dermis. You may experience pain, redness, swelling, and blistering. Third-degree burns affect all three skin layers, epidermis, dermis, and fat. The burn also destroys hair follicles and sweat glands. Because third-degree burns damage nerve endings, you probably won't feel pain in the area of the burn itself, but rather adjacent to it. Burned skin may be black, white, or red with a leathery appearance. Practical prevention strategies. To mitigate these risks, consider implementing the following strategies. Always use insulated containers for hot liquids and foods. Serve food at safe temperatures, and allow it to cool if necessary. Place microwaves at a safe height, within easy reach, for all users to avoid spills. Arrange living spaces to minimize the need for carrying hot items. Install grab bars and non-slip mats in bathrooms to help prevent falls. Provide training for caregivers and support staff on burn prevention and safety awareness. Educate people on recognizing hot surfaces and liquids, using simple and clear language. Utilize adaptive utensils and tools that make it easier for people to eat and drink safely. Encourage the use of tools like long-handled spoons or cups with built-in straws to reduce the risk of spills. Conduct routine safety assessments in the home or facility to identify potential hazards. Ensure that smoke detectors and fire alarms are functioning properly. Make sure that there are anti-scald valves and showers/faucets installed. Use technology like shower thermometers and water sensor alarms to keep people safe.
Hello, I'm Summer Roach, and I work for Gant Homes here in Knox County, Ohio. I'm here to talk to you today about burn prevention and scalding injuries. The important thing about burn prevention is just taking the extra time to make sure that the water temperatures aren't too hot for your clients. A lot of people don't think about the possibilities of people getting burned, but it's something that can happen just like that. Today, we're going to go over some preventative measures and tips and tricks that you can use to help prevent any burn or scalding injuries.
Before putting an individual into the shower, you must first make sure that you possibly have everything on hand so you don't have to leave the individual alone. These items could include clothes, towels, washcloths, hygiene supplies, depends if needed, and also having a cell phone on hand is a good idea.
There's a few things you can do from the beginning to make sure burns and scalds don't happen. Ask to see if there are any scald valves available, or you can purchase an inexpensive shower thermometer from Amazon or your local hardware store. Make sure the bathroom door is not locked. If possible, Turn down the thermostat on the water heater to lower the max temperature. Make sure you report any concerns about water temperature or the faucets to the appropriate person. Knowing how to support the person you are serving is critical in preventing burns and scalds. Bathing poses many different risks, including drowning, falls, ingesting too much water, and burns. People with seizure disorders can have a seizure, fall, or even drown. Providing the right support is critical. For people who shower independently, you can check on them often to make sure they're doing okay. You can know a person's need by checking their plan or checking with your supervisor. After you have all your supplies ready to go so you don't need to leave, you can turn on the shower. You may, depending on the home, you may need to let it warm up or cool down, but always check before you let the individual get in. After you initially set the temperature, make sure you monitor the temperature throughout the shower or bath. Make sure you're looking for any signs of redness or burns during the shower.
If you suspect somebody has been burned or scalded, it is very important that you take immediate action. Burns and scalds must be treated immediately with your first aid skills to help prevent damages to the skin. Look for any signs that a person may have been burned. This could be blisters, peeling skin, red skin, pain in certain areas, or even swelling. Make sure to always follow your first aid training and treatment skills. If the person is in need of emergency medical attention, make sure you call 911.
Conclusion. Remember, by being proactive and vigilant, we can significantly reduce the risk of burn injuries for those we support. Creating a safe environment requires awareness, education, and thoughtful modifications to daily routines. Together, we can ensure that everyone enjoys a safer, more secure living experience. Let's prioritize burn prevention and enhance the well-being of our community.